What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Fishy Hour. It's me tonight. It's you and I hanging out, chilling. Brian couldn't make it today, so we're going to make the best of it. No PB shoutouts today. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't have time to prepare. But we're going to have a show nonetheless. Ranting and other things. I've been studying a bunch of stuff this week. But let's start the show off right how we usually start it. So first of all, let's start with a round of applause for the first comment of the day. Peter86 reclaiming his throne. Mr. Peter86, what up, dude? Welcome. And we'll give the first like to Michael Solorzano. What's up, Michael? Thanks for liking the stream. What's up, Alex? Welcome. Leonard in the house. Captain Dan 42320 is approaching. Bit from Atlanta, Georgia. Wow, very nice, Captain Dan. Man, he's out there touring. Roy, what up, Roy? Welcome to the stream. I see Spotty at best. What's up, Alex? Welcome. Jaws Fishing. I think I recognize you. I can't remember. What up, dude? Welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you in here. Leonard says drinking water. All right. What's up, Ken? Ken Fishing Pool in the house. Welcome to the stream. All right, boys. Today, let's do pop top. Okay, here it goes. I'll try to remember all the process. So on a scale of 1 to 10, tell me the best pop top you ever heard in your life. 1 being the worst. Rate this pop top. Oh, come on. Whew. Cheers. Salty Dangler in the house. What up, Salty? Cheers, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Oh man. I've been getting better. What's up? Hey, Marvin. Nice to see you in here. Cam Dan 10. Marvin 10. Nice. Zevia Cran Raspberry tonight. What? Interesting. Zevia Cran Raspberry. That's fine. What's up, Barney? Welcome. Zach in the house. What up, Zach? All right, let me know in the chat by let's do some polls. Okay, we're gonna do some polls today during the show. I want to get better at this feature. Let's see, engage your audience more. Let's see here. Oh, there's a Q&A feature too. So let's start a poll. The poll is gonna be: are you going to CCA apps and taps? We got a percentage. We'll run it for like 10 minutes. And your answer should be yes. All right, there it is. Poll is running. Poll is active. Are you going to the CCA apps and taps event? Exclamation point CCA in the chat for a link to the information on the CCA apps and taps event and other events put together. All right. Today, guys, it's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week for me. It's been super busy. I know you guys probably had a busy week as well. I don't want to bore you with the details of my day, but I do want to just take a moment to take a step back from the constant, constant work. There's just I feel like everything's going by so fast. I guess I don't even know what you call it. Maybe it's a midlife crisis. No, just kidding. It's not a midlife crisis. But there's a lot of people going through some heavy stuff. Not me personally. And I'm super grateful for that. But just I want kind of to dedicate today's episode. I know it says ranting and other things, and maybe ranting was too harsh of a word. What the idea that I'm trying to convey on this stream is that everybody's going through some hard times, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be financial, right? It could be mental, or it could be just something. It's normal for everybody to get into situations where maybe you feel like you're in over your head, I guess, right? And what the message that I want to convey today, like to you guys, is like no matter what situation you're in, there should always be I guess it could always be worse, right? So just if you're in a situation where you need help in any way, and as a group, or even just myself personally, right? If you want to just say you know what, Roman, I'm gonna DM me and you're going through something, you want to just talk to somebody about it. There's always, especially thinking with the kind of people that are in our group, there's always going to be somebody who's willing to at least hear you out, And sometimes just having somebody to share your to listen to what's going on with your life, or what issues you're trying to overcome, or what challenges you're facing. Not necessarily so they can give you advice or tell you what to do or help you figure it out. Sometimes it just feels good to just be able to speak about it, right? And just feel like you're being heard, right? So I want to encourage you guys, especially any of you guys that have been going through some hard times now, or feel like any kind of like anxiety or like desperation about anything, to, even if it's not to reach out to me, if you just reach out to anybody that you feel cares about you, right? There's I'm like tiptoeing around this, but like really, guys, what I'm trying to get at is you should. Let's say, remember, just helps sometimes to. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Arnie. It just sometimes just helps for somebody to lend an ear. You're not putting it on them to solve your problems, but it is nice to feel like somebody understands where you're coming from, or your situation, right? And sometimes just even describing your situation to somebody will help you. Like again, like we always talk about this here, like when it comes to fishing, right? Sometimes just describing your situation to somebody, the act of doing it makes you kind of think through it in a way that you wouldn't have thought through it before, and you in a way might end up just like figuring it out on your own while you're talking to somebody, right? So there's Anyway, just know that there's things you can do to to find a little hope in whatever situation you're in. And again, if you're not going through something like that, that's great, right? But realize that sometimes other people are going through things like that, and they can behave in ways that you might think are like offensive or personal to the way they interact with you. But it's because they're going. And I'm not trying to make excuses for anybody, but it's because they're in a situation where like they feel like it's not like they're not in a good place, right? I guess that's a phrase people use. It. They're not in a good place, and if you're not in a good place, you can do some volatile things, right? So, just asking you guys to be extra patient with each other, right, and with people around you. And if you see anybody that needs uh just an ear, if you need something like Arnie said, if you need somebody that needs, it looks like they need just somebody to lend them an ear, um, hear them out, right? Or at least help them figure out. Not help them. I'm not gonna assign you guys any work. I'm not gonna assign you guys any kind of work to help anybody out. But what I'm saying is, just be aware of it, right? And look out for it, because like in the end, that sounds cryptic. In the end, it's about taking care of each other, right? No, Judge, nothing happened. I'm just saying I'm just kind of like today. I'm just kind of like putting thoughts out there that I've been thinking about this week, this past month, this past week, uh, based on like interactions I've had with people and just like um, the overall feel that I get, with, I guess with society, I guess as it is now. I don't know how to explain it, but just putting it out there that you guys should know that. And if you don't have somebody you can reach out to and talk to, you can reach out to somebody in the club, reach out to me, reach out to a family member, you reach out to friends. If you don't have any friends you can talk to, you can reach out to me. I'm putting myself out there in that way so that uh, there's at least one last resort. You know, there's at least something, um, or some, especially within our community. You know, we're all in here trying to learn how to fish, and it's a good vibe. But just because I like to support the good vibe in the club, and I only like to talk about like I don't like any kind of like shenanigans going on in here. That doesn't mean that it's not okay for you to express your feelings if you're having a bad if you feel like you're in need of advice, right? So don't feel like that, like me saying that it's only good vibes in here doesn't mean you can't say that you're going through something if you need help. Okay, let's see what he said. Did you know the guy that cheated in the walleye tournament walked away no charge? What? Wow, dude. Actually, you could rant and rave about that. Anyway, so just putting it out there, guys. We're gonna move on from that topic, but I wanted to hit you guys with the right off the top of the head, right off the top, that it's hard out there, man. You guys, it's hard. It's like everybody's struggling with something, and you just don't know what their struggles are. But we're all struggling with something, right? So let's try to be our best versions of ourselves, and and where possible, help your fellow man or woman or whatever you want to call yourself, right? So it's been crazy. What up, Jared? Welcome to the show. Just Zach Rick says, love this. Life can be super difficult sometimes. Exactly, Zach. And and you don't know what people are going through, right? So when somebody cuts you off in traffic, instead of like trying not to get upset, but just thinking, maybe they're going through something, right? Okay, so that was like the premise, the beginning of the show. So start the conversation. If you guys wanna, if you guys have any questions, or I know it's not exactly fishing, right? But you could still. I think a lot of us use fishing as a form of therapy, right? As a form of like, all right, when I fish by myself, I'm out there alone with the water, and my only concern is to catch a fish. And in between catches, maybe I'll think about life or whatever, right? But when you're focused on fishing, it's kind of like it's almost like a meditation, right? You're out there, you're in the fresh air, you're getting all this adrenaline pump from getting bit, and you're in the sun and the elements, and you're on water, right? It's like scientifically proven that being on water or seeing water is like calming to your, it lowers your heart rate, like it actually makes you feel better. So I think it's called the Blue Zone Theory or something like that, or Blue Zone. I forget. It's like a book. Anyway, but yeah. So I know we mostly only do fishing, but it's just one of the things that I wanted to make sure that you guys know that I care about you guys to the point where I make myself available to help in any way, right? I mean, I'm not gonna go help you rob a bank or anything, but I'm gonna help you the best I can, the most legal way possible, right? So speaking of robbing banks, like that segue. So speaking of robbing banks, holy smokes, guys! And this is like a little random story. I took the boys to jiu-jitsu today, and update. Me and the two kids are doing jiu-jitsu, right? And they've been going. They got sick. They got sick, and they went off and on. But still, they're back. They're pretty consistent now. I got hurt doing jiu-jitsu. I broke my finger. This one's still broken, and actually, it's not broken anymore. But it's like not 100% yet. And then while this was broken, I was taping it and still rolling, and then I broke a rib. So my rib, like, I got fractured. It didn't actually break; it got fractured. And they gave me like 6 weeks off. Like the doctor said, you can't roll around for 6 weeks. What up? Oh, Glenn is in here. What up, Glenn? So Glenn, finally this Friday I'll be able to go back to class. That'll be the end of my 6 week hiatus. So I just want to show up, try to survive, and it's gonna be a blast. But anyway, today after jiu-jitsu class, we're making our way back home, and we get to this intersection, and I see like 2 or 3 squad cars, like police squad cars, like barreling through like the intersection, like just like all the traffic was stopped, and the cops were just kind of like, there was like four of those SUV cops like in the middle of the intersection, boom, 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 blocking it, right? And then all of a sudden, 2 more cars out of like this other part of the intersection come rolling through, boom, boom, and then like another 2 more on the other side, and another 2 more from the other side. I've never seen so many police officers in one intersection. So many what's it called, squad cars or SUVs. And I'm thinking to myself, why am I sitting here watching this? As I watch this guy running from the bank. I'm not kidding you. This just happened. As I watch this guy running away from the bank, all these police cars are like rolling all through the intersection and trying to cut him off while he's running around them. And then one cop jumps out of his squad car or squad SUV, and he starts chasing after the guy, and the guy runs into between the cars. So the guy ran between the cars that were stopped at the light because the guy couldn't because the policeman couldn't go through to the car. So the policeman got out of one of the policemen got out of the car, was chasing the guy through the traffic, and another set of police guys got out of their car and were trying to meet the guy from the other direction, so they had him boxed in between the cars. And I'm thinking to myself, holy smokes, dude, it's time for us to get the hell out of here, right? I didn't stay long enough to figure out what happened, because at like for like a split second, it was like, oh wow, this is crazy. Look at all these lights. Oh wow, look at it. Oh, there's the guy running from the bank. Oh, there's the guy running from the bank. He ran into the street. Oh my god, all these cops are chasing after him. Oh, they got another on foot. And then as soon as I realized what was happening, like I realized what was happening, but then I kind of snapped out of it. I was like, hey, what if that dude has a gun, right? My kids are in the back seat of the truck. I'm like, so as soon as I had that thought, I rolled into this gas station and cut through and took off. You know, like I didn't stay to see what happened, because like, what if there would have been a shootout there? I'm like, oh my god, it was such a, it wasn't, and it didn't feel like dangerous. I didn't feel dangerous. It was more like trivial. It felt like it was like surreal, like watching it on TV or something. But it was happening right there, and it was to the point where like there was going to be a standoff. Like, if the guy had a gun, he could have started shooting right at the cops. But if he didn't, then they were still going to draw their guns and kind of like, you know, make him do the whole process of kneeling down and disarming himself if he had an arm, right? But I didn't want to be around that in case there was like a crazy, GTA style for sure, dude. That's exactly, it was like crazy. Like, once it was fast too. Like I think they either, I don't know if the bank was open at the time. We got out at like 6:15. That happened like around 6:15, And yeah, so I don't know if he tripped the alarm on the bank or if he was in the bank and then they called the cops. And when he came out, all the cops are like calling butt to pull him over. Anyway, it was crazy. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it'll be in the news later today, but it was nuts. But then it got me thinking of all this other random stuff that's been happening this whole week. So it's been crazy. Anyway, so that was that was jiu-jitsu today. That was jiu-jitsu today. All right, let's talk about something else. That was my story of the day. I guess you could say story of the day. All right, all right. Let's check out this poll. Oh, where's it? Also. Oh, here it is. Maybe maybe that was Brian. That's so funny. That's so funny. Nobody heard from him. I heard from him. I don't know what came up, but he couldn't do the show today, so no worries. We gotta give him time when he needs it, right? Dang, 62% are not going. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go the regular ticket route. $75. I'll probably pay the day of or a little bit later in the week. Interesting. Okay, so that's out of 21 votes. If you last vote before I close the poll, if you're going to CCA apps and taps, which you should, if you're not already a CCA member, it's a good way to get your membership, and it's a fun time too. Answer the poll and then we'll end it. Let's was it a collect call? Oh yeah, that's so funny. Imagine. That's okay. Later he calls you collect. That's so funny, dude. All right. In other news, guys. Oh, there it is. Oh, nice. It gives you the answer right there. Okay. All right. In other news, you guys know. Okay. First of all, if you have any fishing questions, ask your fishing questions. Okay. Ask your fishing questions. Put in the chat, and I'll pause my ranting and other things to answer your fishing questions. So we're primarily a fishing show, so let's talk fishing if you want to. But I have some stuff I want to share with you guys because it's been a crazy time it's an awesome moment in the history of mankind that I don't want you to overlook. Okay, so that's pretty intense. So that's a big statement. It's a big statement, but I don't think it's without merit. Hang on, let me fix my. I think I'm a little too bright. Can't be talking about technology with. There we go. That's better. All right, so let me know in the chat if you've heard of something called ChatGPT. Let me know in the chat if you've heard of something called ChatGPT. Should we do another poll or just answer? I'll just do another poll. Here we go. Poll. Bam. Have you used ChatGPT? Let's do that. Have you used ChatGPT? Yes or no? Oops. There we go. That's the poll question. It's coming up. Oh boy, says Salty. Gonna change the Cabin Boy. What up, dude? Nice to see you in here. Welcome. Cabin Boy says gonna change the world. The Judge says nope. Sammy says, oh Bit, what up, Sammy? Welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Bit. Sammy, we're kind of chilling, talking about random stuff and fishing. If you have any fishing questions, feel free to ask your question, and we'll answer that immediately. Vegan Burrito in the house. What up? Welcome, dude. Very cool. All right. The poll right now is: have you used ChatGPT? Okay. We might even do some ChatGPTing right now on the screen, just so you guys can get an idea what this thing is about. It's insane. It's insane. Vegan Burrito. Testing it with. Wait, what? Captain Dan testing ChatGPT with Spiro. Nice, very nice. Where is it? Testing it with Spiro. What are you testing, Captain Dan? The ChatGPT? Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so Riggs, you never heard of this? Oh my gosh, your mind's like, yeah, all right, hang on a second. About to blow your mind, guys. About to blow your mind, blow your mind. Oh, sorry. Here it goes. Let me get a fresh one started. Okay, and I'm gonna get screen share. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Screen. Window share, maybe. Let's see what this does. Okay, that's good. It's a good start. Screen capture. Nope. Window capture. Here we go. Window capture. ChatGPT. So many browsers open. SD. Oh my gosh. There it is. Oh, it does work. Very nice. Okay. Here. And here. All right, this is the actual engine, okay? This is a ChatGPT. It's a conversation language. It's called a language model, okay? We'll do this. Okay? It's a language model that can understand human speech, and it knows about the world's history up until 2021, I think. Right? Yeah, there it is. Limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021. So anything before 2021, it has the capability to understand and make like really crazy like deep thoughts, or I don't know if you call them thoughts, like analysis, I guess, right? I have used it and had mixed results. Interesting. Skynet, yeah, I think so, Leonard. It's pretty Skynety. It's pretty Skynety. Isn't this how Ultron was made? Yeah, exactly right. It's crazy scary, says Captain Dan. Uncle Tuna, what's up, Jeff? Welcome. Okay, all right, Zach. Here we go. We'll start. I'll ease you guys into it. We'll start with something basic. Okay, something basic. Okay. Let's do. Let's. Oh, that's perfect. So 76%, 76% of you guys never heard of this. Okay, so ChatGPT. It's a software model. I feel like deep thoughts with Jack. Yeah, exactly right. Gotta keep the robots in the dark by at least 12 months. Yeah, that's true, dude. Just wait till you see this. Okay. And Mr. Riggs, you gotta wise up to this because the kids are gonna use it on you. Okay. So let's start with something easy. I feel like deep. It is like deep thought with Jack. Oh yeah. So we'll do something basic, like I don't know, and I'm just coming up with stuff on the fly, right? So we could just do like a basic word problem, right? What is 25? This is basically like a calculator, right? Times 30. I don't know. Just to warm you guys up. Okay. See how it responded? Like it basically types back to you. It's conversational. Okay. And I'm gonna kind of start messing with this. This is like I'm glad you're here, Zach. Check us out. Let's say, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why I'm showing you this in a second. But first I want to just amaze you, get your attention, amaze you and get your attention, and then I'm gonna tell you why this is so important. Can you explain gravity so that a 5-year-old can understand it? Look, I'm about to hit enter. When I hit enter, this thing's already responding to me. Watch. 1, 2, 3, enter. Oh, you guys can see it. Sure. I can try my best to explain gravity in a way that a 5-year-old could understand. Gravity is a force that pulls things towards each other. Everything on Earth is pulled towards the center of the Earth. It's by gravity. It is anyway. There's a description. There it is. Like, it's written in a way that's very understandable and clear for a child to understand, right? Okay, Leonard, let's do that. Okay, hang on a second. Let's finish this thought, and then we'll do the Spotty, Leonard. I hope that okay. So there it is. So I'll read to you guys real quick. In space, there is no air allowed. There is no air to slow things down. So then something is thrown or launched, it will keep moving until it's stopped or by something else, or until gravity from another object pulls it towards it. That's why astronauts wear special suits and blah, 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 so you don't float away from their spaceships. I hope that helps explain gravity in a way that a 5-year-old can understand. I think so. Gravity doesn't exist. The Earth sucks. Nice. Okay. And I'm gonna do a jiu-jitsu question for Roy too, so he knows. Ask ChatGPT ask ChatGPT its views on MLPAs and closing fishies, right? Okay. Do you know what California MLPAs are? I think it should be within that. Yes, it should be during that scope of time. Yes, I do. California Marine Protection Acts, marine protection areas are designed in areas, the oceans that were human activity. Okay, well, the Marine Life Protection Act, MLPA, which was signed in 1999 by Governor Gray Davis. The MLPA is designated to create statewide network of MPAs that function together to protect and enhance California's marine life and habitat. California's MPAs network is one of the most comprehensive and complex systems of MPAs in the world, covering approximately 16% of that state's coastal waters. See, and they want another 30 on top of that. Dang. Okay. I'm about to Salty Zagger says thoughts. I'm going to say for the good of nature. He must know if it is with us or against us. Right? We must know if it's with us or against us. Right? That's right. Let's probe it. Let's figure out if ChatGPT is gonna try to close down fishing or it's gonna try to keep fishing. Okay. Oh, so here we go. What science? What science? Science was used to inform the decision. What science was used to make the MPAs? To justify. To justify starting the MPAs. Zach. Further, okay. A decision to establish scientists have conducted studies that show the overfishing population and other human activities have negative impacts on marine species. It's against us, Salty. It's against us. For example, some fish populations have declined due to overfishing, and some marine habitats have been damaged by pollution and other human activities. Okay, so this is the kind of this. Okay, so we'll keep it going. To address these issues, marine scientists recommend the creation of MPA. Blah blah. Right. Scientists also played a crucial role in designing and implementing the MPA network, providing guidance and guidance on the size, location, and types of protection needed for each MPA to achieve their conservation goals. I have so many questions now. So I think, we must stop this thing now. Well, let's see. Let me see. What question should I ask it? How how do we know if the MPAs are working? What are working? Yeah, let's say that. To determine whether the MPAs are working, scientists and managers use a variety of methods to monitor the health and abundance of marine species. Let's see. Habitats both inside and outside the protected areas. There are a few ways that scientists assess the effectiveness of it. Okay. Population monitoring. How do you monitor the population? Scientists may conduct a survey of fish, marine mammals, and other species within and outside the MPAs to track population over time. How are they going to do that? That's to me, that's baloney right there. Comparing the data from inside and outside the MPAs, researchers can assess whether the protected areas are having a positive impact in the abundance and diversity of species. Well, if I had a reef and I protected the reef, and then there's like nothing but sand past that reef, how am I going to compare the inside of a reef to the outside that's not within the MPA, that's just a barren wasteland? That's not. I think that's a good, accurate measure. Okay. For point number 1, habitat monitoring. Scientists may also monitor the health of the marine habitat within and outside the MPA using techniques such as underwater surveys. I've never seen anybody do underwater survey, right? If you're a diver, most of the species, like the big species, like the ones that we would catch and eat, don't come around that because they're afraid of the bubbles. So maybe it's not a good. I don't know how to do underwater surveys. Sediment sampling. Okay, I don't know. Have no idea how that works. Water quality monitoring. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So soil sample monitoring and water quality monitoring, that wouldn't be testing for overfishing. That would be testing for pollution, I think. So that makes sense, I guess. Socioeconomic monitoring. What the heck is that? In addition to ecological monitoring, managers may also evaluate the socioeconomic impacts of MPAs on local communities, including changes in fishing activity and tourism. What? Okay. This can help determine whether the MPAs are achieving their conservation goals without negatively impacting local livelihood. That's already impacting local livelihood. Look at all those charters are anyway. All right. Overall, the effectiveness of the MPA depends on a range of factors, including the size, location, and level of protection. So it doesn't know, but it's just telling you. But it is nice to get a better understanding of what parameters they use to measure these things, because now we're actually become a little bit more informed. So don't think of ChatGPT as like a friend or an enemy. It's just information, right? Like when you pick up a book, whatever's on there, it's information, right? And I'm not saying that everything ChatGPT says is true or false, right? It's just another source of information. You should still verify your stuff. Don't want to screw up the tourism sector. Yeah, exactly, Zach. That's why if you're a local person with a boat, you have to get a fishing license. But if you're a tourist, you can just go rent a boat and go wild. Okay, that's exactly what it is, right there. Don't want to affect the socioeconomic tourism. They don't want to have a socioeconomic impact on the rental boats, on the jet skis, but they don't care if they wipe out the fishing fleet. Sea lion killing tourism, dude. That would slay, literally. They should do sea lion tags. Anyway, moving on. Back to the track. Okay, Zach, stay in here. Stay in here, Zach. Don't leave it. Halibut man, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I missed you guys' chat while I was reading this stuff. Okay, now let's go back to what's up. Todd in the house. What up, TB Battle Art? Sorry, Todd Burn Art. Exclamation point TB Art. We also have Jeff in here for OCT. One cool tuna. Exclamation point OCT. Okay, so that's just one of the things that I wanted to show you guys. And then let's just do a couple more examples so you guys get a better idea of what's going on here. This is for Leonard, okay? Do you know what a spotted bay bass is? Yes, a spotted bay bass. Oh, is a species of saltwater fish that is found in East Pacific. And okay, there you go. See, this is what's up. Spotted baby bass are important to the. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's good. Spotted baby bass are important to the recreational fishing industry in Southern California. Also, if you want to learn how to catch a spotted baby bass, you should follow Roman Castro on YouTube at Roman Castro Vlogs. Oh, interesting. This ChatGPT thing does know what it's talking about. However, like many species, they face threats of overfishing. Wow, come on. Habitat loss and climate change. Ooh. As a result, efforts are being made to manage the spotted baby bass fishery. Oh yeah, that's normal. And protect their habitat through initiatives such as marine protection. Dude, yeah. Can you imagine, guys, can you imagine if they made it to where you can't catch a spotty? Oh, but I think what they're referring to is just like that we have management like we have like 14-inch minimum, right? If you want to take it, I think that's what they're referring to. But it's pretty wild. Okay, all right, Zach. That was just level 1. That's just basic research. You could do that. And right. Okay. All right. Check this out. How about explain that in the style of let's see what can we do of a Bruce Springsteen. How do you spell Springsteen? Let's see. Springsteen song. Okay. Explain that same thing about the spotted baby bass in the style of a Bruce Springsteen song. Let's see if it does that. The judge only if a woodchuck call. Here it goes. It's all right. Let's see if we can do it. Welcome. Oh yeah, it is. It's writing a Bruce Springsteen's style song about spotted baby bass fishing. Look at. Right? We're gonna get Dario together with the world renowned drummer, Mr. Riggs, and we need some chords though. Can you also provide the chords? Oh my god! I didn't think it actually would do the chords. There you go, Zach. That's going to be our new hit single, right there. Bruce Springsteen style song about a spotted baby bass. Let's read. I'm gonna read the words. I don't know what the tone is like, but I'm gonna read the words. Well, come on down to the coast, folks, where the water meets the land, and let me tell you about a fish that'll make you want to take a stand. It's called the spotted baby bass, and it's a fighter through and through, with spots along its sides. That's all. That'll make you say woohoo! Oh, that's so good. I live in shallow waters, in bays and rocky reefs, and feeds on. It lives on rocky waters and feeds on little critters like crabs and tiny squids. Chief. But this fish is more than just a game. It's got a vital role to play as a predator in its ecosystem, keeping things in balance each day. Dang, dude. So let's protect the spotted baby bass and all the habitat it calls home. Oh no, you messed up, ChatGPT. Okay. Redo it without references to MPA or MLPA. Write the song all over. Go back to the drawing board. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Zach, isn't that amazing? Everybody, isn't that amazing? Can I get an exclamation point in the chat? Give me an exclamation point in the chat if I didn't just blow your mind, or if this thing just didn't blow your mind. I'm just like, and this is just the surface, guys. It's just a surface, okay? I'm gonna explain how I feel about this whole thing. Okay. So let's just do the song now without the reference to the MPA because I don't want to reference the MPA. Okay. Uh, add reference to the to Roman Castro vlog to learn how to catch spotted bay bass. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, it did it. Woo. Now we're talking. Woo woo. Instead of saying woohoo, we can say woo. All right, the song's almost ready. Vegan burrito. Yes, it can do your homework. Should it? No. You should use it as a tool. Well, I'll explain to you guys how I think this is going to fit in society and why I'm so excited about it. Okay? Just stay tuned. Okay, here we go. Well, if you want to catch a spotted bay bass, there's a guy you need to see. His name is Roman Castro, and he's got the technique, believe me. Oh, let's go, ChatGPT. Pure fire. Woohoo! Dang, your face. Okay, he's got a vlog that's all about fishing, and he'll show you how it's done with tips and tricks for catching bass and having tons of fun. Oh, what? Let's go. So check out Roman's vlog and learn to fish like a pro, and you might just catch yourself a spotted bay bass. I'm going to change that to bro. Let's go, bro. But remember to always fish responsibly and release what you don't need, so we can protect this. So we can protect these fish and their habitats, guaranteed. Because when you do because when we do right by our oceans and the creatures that live there, we ensure a healthy future for all to enjoy everywhere. Everywhere. Damn. Straight fire. Woo! Wow. Round of applause for AI. Or I don't even know if it's considered AI yet. But okay. All right. Now that was a brief demo of like the capabilities of this thing, guys. I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing, right? You can ask it really complex philosophical questions, religious questions, like if you ever like I'm getting almost teary-eyed thinking about the implications of this in a good way. I'm not like, yeah, your initial thought is gonna be like, ah, damn, dude, that's like Terminator stuff, right? Terminator 2 or Terminator where the machines take over, right? Or like the Matrix, right? That ain't the Matrix. This ain't the Matrix you got to worry about, guys. The Matrix. This one is anyway. So let's just kind of like parse things out for a little bit, okay, guys? Let's just talk it through. Let's talk about it. I know it's like watching something amazing. So remember this is gonna be an important day in your life if you're one of the 81% of people that have never engaged with ChatGPT. Okay, it's gonna make our society, I think, or it's gonna give you more time, and how you use that time depends on you. Okay, think about. So there's a lot of different things I want to go with you. I want you to think about tonight. Okay, the first one being, how electricity changed the world, right? Like it made it to where you could actually work into the night, right? So you could do more. You could do more with your time, right? And then like little things that over the span of humanity, made things easier for us to get these certain things done. Like let's just say like a something as commonplace nowadays, overlooked as a washing machine, right? Like a washing machine and a dryer, right? Like think about the amount of labor that went into washing clothes and drying it, hanging out to dry over the span of time before the washer machine and the dryer were invented, right? The amount of human labor that was, I don't say wasted, but like could have been used for other things, right? Into just washing your clothes so you can go to work and stuff, right? So it's pretty amazing. So like that time, that amount of we'll call it people hours. That amount of people hours, could have been part of the reason why we've been advancing as a society, right? And inventing new things, because like as you get more time, as you recover more of your time and all your basic needs are taken care of, you can invest some of that time that you're getting back into improving humanity even more, and to making things even better, right? Or you can maybe fish longer, right? Or whatever. It's just up to you. It's up to you how you what you do with that extra time that you're gaining by the technology improving the state of man, right? So it's just super incredible to see that level. And then we go into the internet and all these other things, all these different technologies that have happened, right? Think about I want you to think about it this way, okay? The amount. So let's say, think about the impact of a single person that was super intelligent, right? Like Albert Einstein, right? So he was a genius, right? So he was a genius, and he was a rare genius, right? Like there it doesn't seem like there's like a lot of innovations or like ideas that have had such a big impact as like his ideas, when it comes to like the stuff that basically yield like an atomic bomb, and the ideas of like what black holes are made of and all that stuff, right? Like there's it's so rare it's so rare the conditions that it takes for somebody to first be born with the capability to think on that level, and then on top of that be in the right environment that fosters that kind of thinking, and then on top of that actually go through and get educated and get to the point where they can postulate those kind of ideas and kind of come up with those ideas. Like it's a huge investment of energy of all sorts to have a human that's at the point that they can make a significant discovery or a significant impact in the rest of humanity, right? For the good, I hope, right? So stick with that idea, and then there's the other idea of like, have you ever been in a situation where, like, let's say you're an expert carpenter, right? And that's your profession, and you take up a hobby or something that you're really into, and you find that something that you worked out while you were being a carpenter, like a solution you came up with for a specific issue or a specific problem within the carpentry field, also had a parallel in this hobby you're learning. Or maybe you change careers, right? You change careers and now you have a different career path. You become an expert in something else, but you realize that all the things you did in carpentry are helping you with your new career, because some of those ideas and some of those solutions you came up with the first time the hard way on your first thing you were expert at make it to where it's easier for you to become an expert on the next thing, right? But we have a limited lifetime, right? We have a limited lifetime. We have a limited rate at which we can intake information, right? And this thing doesn't. So to me, that's like insane. Like this thing can probably see patterns that no human could ever imagine seeing, right? Because it's not only an expert at obviously at fishing for spotties. It's an expert at fishing for spotties or close to it, right? But it's an expert in medicine. It's an expert in physics. It's an expert. This is a free version, Judge. This is a free version. This is ChatGPT 3. It's free, right? And this one that we were messing with today is I don't think it passed the bar exam. They try to let it take the bar exam, but I don't think it passed. But it performed, right? There's a new version of the software called ChatGPT 4, and that thing, you give it pictures. It's insane. Like I could draw like a diagram of a website on a piece of paper, show it, and then take a picture of it, input it, and tell it to give me the code to make the website that I drew, and it'll do that. Not this one, but the ChatGPT 4. That's the one that can do. It can recognize stuff in photos, right? What's going on here, dude? Brian just missed it. Brian just missed it. All right, Brian, I'm gonna have to perform this for you. Okay. There we go. Let me see if my guitar's in tune, guys. We're gonna knock this out. We're gonna knock this episode out of the park, Brian. You missed it. Hang on. Oh shit. All right. Let me see if I know all these. Can you guys hear the guitar? Here, I'm gonna strum it. Okay, ready, Brian? Are you here? There he goes. Brian has. Here we go. Okay. Let me see what the notes what the chords were. Give me a second. G, D, A minor, and C. So G. It's not bad actually. Okay, let's see. Oh man, I wish I could try to figure out like the if you okay so I'm gonna write down these chords real quick, guys, because I can't. It's cutting out of the screen. Give me a second. Do you have to pay Bruce? Yeah, do I have to pay this thing royalties? Hopefully not. Hopefully not, because we're about to bust this thing out live. You just wrote a song right now. Well, I didn't write it. ChatGPT wrote it, but I gave it the parameters, so we co-wrote it. What is this thing called? Notepad. There we go. Okay, I have the chords. So it's G, D, A minor, C. Okay. Okay, G. Do you have sounds you were playing in intro to Chicago's? Okay. Okay, here it goes. Oh, it's a A minor there. That's why. All right, go. I'm gonna try this. I don't know how it'll come out. If you wanna catch a spotted bass, I think so it goes. There's a guy you need to see. His name is Castro. And he's got the technique, believe me. Let's go. He's got a vlog that's all about fishing. And he'll show you how it's done. With tips and tricks for catching bass. With and having tons of fun. So check out Roman's vlog and learn how to fish like a pro. And you might just catch yourself a spotted bass, you know. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Oh, I think and a spotted baby bass, you know, okay, that's like her. Yeah, spotted baby bass, you know. But Remember to always fish responsibly and release what you don't need. So we can protect these fish and their habitat. Guaranteed. Okay, let's see. And there's the last verse. Or the last verse. Because when we do the right... Okay, because when we do right by our oceans. Because when we do right by our oceans and the... Oh, maybe it's faster. Because when we do right by our ocean and the creatures that live there, we ensure a healthy future for all to enjoy everywhere. I missed the bro part. Anyway. Let's go. That was a hot take, guys. First time ever live stream. We wrote we used ChatGPT to help us write the song, and I don't know if that's the way the lyrics supposed to go, but they sound like they fit, and like the melody, but it could be worked on. But that's amazing. That's amazing. Get yourself a guitar, 3 chords, 4 chords. Make yourself get on the way to Nashville. That is a sign of the next. That is a sign. That's it. Sign off next Wednesday. What? So guys, ChatGPT, guys, I'm not joking. It's gonna change the world. So don't think of it as something that's coming to take your job. Think of it as something that's gonna make it easier for you to create, to create something that you could probably would have never been able to create because we as humans we have a limited time on this earth, right? But now with something like this, we can take the knowledge of it's a close it's the closest thing we have to that Matrix thing where it jacks into your brain and just uploads you the knowledge, right? It's the closest thing we have to it, right? Because not only are you referencing, because if you wanted to do this on your own, you have to go reference something and reference that, put all that information in your brain, then process it, and then spit out the result on your own without any kind of feedback, right? This thing, man, you tell it to use the world's history's intelligence. Oh my gosh, dude. Zach, it is amazing. The way I think of it as a tool for creativity, of course, but also how amazing is it that not only do we have the whole world's knowledge in our phone, because we've had that in the past, we've had the internet, but now you can ask the world's best coach on a certain topic to teach you personally, and is answering your questions, or he or she is answering your questions as you're having those questions, as you're going through that learning process, right? And not only the best teachers or the best minds from our generation, but from the history of humanity. That's so crazy. Like that's so much potential. Like we live in a great time in human history, guys. It's amazing. Like when you say like Genghis Khan was like the ruler of was like the most effective ruler in the history of the world or whatever, right? He ain't got nothing on us. That guy, the strongest person, the most I don't know, we call the most powerful person, even Alexander the Great, whatever, the most powerful ruler in the history of humanity, or whatever. You have more access to information and if the internet and YouTube videos were not enough for you to learn anything you ever wanted to learn in your whole entire life, this makes it even easier because you have like I said, you have the greatest instructors from the history of humanity at your fingertips, right? Like there's no reason for you to ever be ignorant about something that you're curious about. Like there's no reason to, right? So with that, I know it was a crazy show, random, but I think I got to go figure out the melody to the song, and maybe hit up Sound Fishing for some recording time, and then practice it with the band, the new Max. Just kidding. practice the jam with Zach and Dario. Yeah, John. It feels like the initial reaction is gonna be the end of the world, right? Okay. I'm in IT and ChatGPT for work all the time. Yeah, Garrett. Isn't that just insane? Did you watch what we just did? Like I'm telling you guys, that's just scratching the surface. Okay, you guys play with that thing, experiment with it. It's free. You go to chat.openai.com and you just basically need an email address and a phone number, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the chat. It's insane. Okay. And the newer version of it, ChatGPT 4, is even more insane. But this is enough. It's free, and it's enough for you to start using it to better your life. Okay. I know it sounds crazy. Oh, Gary, you gotta rewatch this episode, man. It was nuts. Okay. All right, boys. And Garrett, thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you coming in, even if it's towards the end. I love having you in here. Okay. So thanks for coming in today. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Next. Oh, my gosh. We'll talk about this other thing later next week. But anyway, this is the kind of stuff I love, guys. I'm sorry it wasn't fishing, but you guys know me. Before I was fishing, I've always been a technology buff, like a technology person. I love technology. Not because it's cool, because it is cool, but because of what it does for us as a species, right? And I think anything that helps you gain more of your time back that you can spend with your family, or you can spend fishing if you want. The thing is, you have that option, right? So use this thing in an ethical way, right? Don't take credit for it. If somebody asks you how you did that, then yeah, it's fine. Use it to form better writing, to form better day-to-day communication. You can use it for email. Like you write an email in a boneheaded way that you want that you think like somebody did something dumb, and you want to let them know they did something dumb, right? You're a dummy because you did something wrong, blah blah whatever, and then you have ChatGPT rewrite it in a way that's like politically correct and gets the point across without being rude, and it'll do it for you. You get your frustration out, you get the point across, but then ChatGPT molds it into something that's palatable for the other person, so that actually can take action, right? So use it for good. It's a great superpower I'm handing off to you guys right now. It's a great superpower. Use it for good. Use it for good. And I'm telling you, it's just the beginning of the stuff we're gonna see. It's amazing. So we're living an awesome time. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Thanks for tuning in. I hope it was worth your time, and we'll see you guys again next Wednesday. So have a good night, and may the bite be with you. Woo!